on with your weekend. So you're here for the 8-week challenge, and what is a challenge? We've got prizes up for grabs. That's not the most important part. It's about doing the best that you can. So Candy's going to go over nutrition information and what your scans are all about, but I'm going to run you through about what we're actually doing in our 8-week challenge. So nothing changes at boot camp as such, okay? So you still turn up to boot camp, still book in all your classes. We're going to make sure we're doing some fitness testing. And when we're fitness testing, I know you all hate doing that, but it's so good to see where you've started and where you finished. I know some of you guys are injured and can't do certain things, but I've got different things that you'll be doing, okay? So you might have knee injury, shoulder, whatever you got. We'll change that up. But basically we've got an overlap for time, so a couple of minutes, yeah? So 1 lap of the oval, done, okay? We're going to do that 3 times throughout the 8-week challenge, and by the end of the challenge, hopefully you shave some time off, you will have. Then we've also got an AMRAP, so as many rounds as you can do in 10 minutes of set amount of exercises, okay? And I know that if you've got that, I got through 5.5, you'll get through 10. Well, that's good. You'll get through more. We've got 20 burpees for time. Yep, so how long that takes you. 30 push-ups for time. Again, I can give you modifications if you're not doing that. Now you will have all had bio scans done. Candy's going to run you through that information and just give you a quick chat about nutrition and what to do. The thing with nutrition is nothing's off, you know, you can eat what you want to eat. It's just, you don't want to gorge on food, and that's how you're going to put weight on. But I'll take it over here from Candy. Give it up for Candy!
Alright guys, and that's probably the most important thing, is nothing is off limits. So a few people have said they've enjoyed the weekend thinking they're starting the challenge means they can't have anything anymore. That is not nutrition. Nutrition is a balanced diet. So it's making better choices. For all of you on your scans, the most important number is your BMR. Okay, so down the bottom on the side, it's going to be completely different for everybody. This is the minimum amount of calories you require to lay in bed all day and do nothing. So that whole idea of I should be doing 1200 or the less amount I eat, the better the results I'll get is so horrible, because our body needs this amount to have bare function. Bare function. So that's not feeling well, not chasing after the kids, not going to work, not going to the gym, not going to boot camp. That is just to get the body to function. You fall below this rate, you further damage your metabolism, which means that figure next time will be even lower. You also put your body in a state of shock, which means every flu that comes past you get, potentially quite more serious. Injuries become more common. Your body is just not running optimal. So that figure there, you need to be above that figure when you're looking at your calories. So when it comes to losing weight, it is a number for everybody, and that number is completely different. Your body requires a specific amount of energy, which is what we know as calories or kilojoules. It's the same thing, just a different number. And that's what your body requires. So on average, it's around 1500. That's a very average figure. It's not 1200 and lower. Depending on the amount of muscle that you have, and how active your body is, depends on that number as well. And you can change that every day. Every time you get a scan, that figure will either improve or get worse, depending on your activity and food level. So don't think I need to starve myself to win this challenge, because it's not about that. What we need to do is just make some smarter choices. The most common thing as a nutritionist I come across is your Monday to Fridays are epic, and then you fall off the wagon over the weekends. By fall off the wagon, I'm not saying don't have pizza on Saturday night, because that's what you guys love to do, or fish and chips on a Sunday afternoon. Just do it smarter. So instead of ordering an entire pizza to yourself, and let's be real, most of us can do that, we're going to actually share it. So we're only going to have half a pizza, okay? Or don't think I can't drink wine for the next 8 weeks, even though I love my wine. I'm going to try that new low-cal one that's come out, and there's heaps of new low-cal ones that are so nice. Or a lot of my clients add soda water. It goes a lot further. So instead of having a full glass of wine and you have 3 of those, you might pour a half glass and add some soda water. You're still having 3 glasses of wine, it still feels nice, but you're not getting that extra calories, those sneaky extra calories. So we just want to think smarter over the next 8 weeks. Don't try and eliminate everything that you love. That causes that binge at the end where we all fall off the rails and feel like we have to get back on again. Just think smarter. So
same with the fish and chips, right? Instead of just eating eating chips out of the bowl, maybe just give yourself a handful and just like a bit of it.
Take a portion,
Yeah, take a
and
portion.
eat from your portion. Once you've finished your portion, you've finished. Because we can eat mindlessly too. Being more aware of that full feeling is so important. So I have come from morbid obesity. I'm still a big girl. I love food. I eat well. I train really, really hard. But I've come from a whole nother level down to this body as well. So we do need to eat for our activity levels. I like to be strong and active, and that requires fuel to do so. I'm not just about trying to get to be the skinniest version I can be. So find what your goal is. Find what your why is. What is driving you to train every morning? You know, ones that come at 5:30 in the morning, we're getting up at 4:30ish. Why? You know, why? That's the most important thing. And then make it work for you. So with the scans, guys, a little bit more information. Do not take into account what the scan thinks you should weigh. So that's at the top. That's standard weight. That doesn't know. It doesn't know you. It doesn't know your activity level. It doesn't know your lifestyle, right? Because they're all different. But what we want to do is see these figures improve over 8 weeks. So the most important one is your BPF, which is your body fat percentage. We all carry fat a little bit differently, but we want to just see that down into the optimal healthy range. Next one is we want to see our muscle. SLM and SMM, we want to see grow. We want your muscle as dense and heavy as possible. So that can be high-end category.
Oh, so it's got to be the over.
In the over, that's exactly right. For most of you, you're probably already there because you've been training and you're an active people. It doesn't take much to build lean muscle. And then the most dangerous figure on here, and the most important one probably, arguably, is the VFL. This is your visceral fat. What we want to see this figure decrease is because we decrease heart attack risk. Massive. This is the fat that sits like a horrible web around your organs. Skinny fat people are terrible for this, right? So they hold a lot of hidden fat. For the rest of us that carry it more obviously, we have less visceral fat. But these are just a few diet tweaks. This is not taking everything out and being really super strict. Just being mindful of what you're eating. Your body doesn't want to hold visceral fat, absolutely hates it. So a few diet changes, and I know the girls that have already been scanning regularly will notice that. Those visceral points will drop quite quickly. That's the figure we want.
You want to be balanced.
You want to be balanced, yeah. Under 9, really, with your visceral is the goal. Some of you are probably already there, and that's awesome. What you're doing with your diet is already spot on. But anything higher than that, the higher we get, the higher the risk we are of organ problems. It will literally suffocate our organs. So I hope that's a quick overview.
Yeah, oh, one other thing, I'll hop up. I'll literally hop up.
Literally.
Okay, with the diet side of it, all good and well, I need to see photos of what you're eating. This is the accountability side of it. So I know who's in the challenge, I've got a list. If you're not on Facebook, that's fine, shoot me a text message. Doesn't matter, I want to see your photos. If I don't see photos of what you're eating, it doesn't have to be live every single thing, it can be at the end of the day. If you haven't, like, just take a photo. You might mindlessly go, oh yeah, I've just got to take this for my trainer before I eat it. Don't worry about making it pretty in a grid and all that stuff. Trying to make it simple for you. I know your mums, a lot of you here, just simple. So take a photo, shoot it through. You can post it in the Facebook group, which is also, I would love you to do that if you can, so then other people can get inspiration from what you're eating. But that's going to make you more mindful for not eating rubbish. If you eat chocolate, I want to see that photo. All right, that's fine. If you have that glass of wine, I want to see it. What bottle is it? This is nice.
Yeah.
So that's about accountability. That's probably the best thing. I know for me in the past, it's the same as writing everything down. I was talking about tracking the
Oh, you might
tracking
miss that.
yeah,
Yeah.
missed that part. I used to write everything down pre-Fitness Pal, my Fitness Pal days, and had to send it to my trainer a while ago, back in the day. And I didn't want to write down that shit food that I could have had it better, so I didn't have it. And that's kind of like the same logic here with taking photos of your meal. Tracking your macros and things like that. Do you want to just quickly touch on?
Yeah. So, has everyone heard of MyFitnessPal? Yeah, everyone's kind of heard of it. If you haven't downloaded it, download it. It is the best tool. It is the most widely used
And it's
tool.
free.
And it's
a
completely
free
free.
app.
Don't
You
pay
don't
for the
need the
premium. No, you don't need it. So I can help you all set your initial calories and macro splits. But what's really important is that accountability. So start tracking, start putting everything in. First few days, it's time consuming, 100%. And I know that's not ideal for everybody. But once you've done it over a few days, you'll find your pattern is there. You're already eating pretty much the same foods. They're already in there. my best tool I give to my clients is while you're having your morning coffee, whatever time that is, you plan out your day. Most of us do that. We know what we're going to have for lunch and dinner. Like we have to. We have kids. We've got things going on. So while you're having your coffee in that 5 minutes, and that is really all it takes, you've input everything you're going to eat for the day. If it's got a barcode, oh, that's so much easier. I pretty much will only touch things with barcodes for that reason. You just scan your barcode. It's all in there. It's a complete national database, international.
Yeah.
It's everything that you find in Coles and Woolies, unless it's brand new, just been released, will be in there. Scan the barcode, one serving. My best advice for the first week is don't stress about what you're putting in. Just put it in. Just start to get familiar with what you're entering into the app. And then you'll start to make your own questions. So you're getting tired, you're getting hungry, and the kids yelling at you in the back seat, and you're looking at KFC drive-thru. You know, you're gonna have to put it in your app, and you make a choice. So you might get something for the kids, but you might go through Macca's because you put them in, and Macca's has a better option.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying you don't have to have no, you don't have to not have anything. But once you start the accountability for yourself and tracking it, understanding the calories in what you're eating, you will make better choices for yourself as well. And everything can fit, everything. Just get tracking. Hit me up with more questions.
All right, guys. Has anyone got any questions? Question and answer time. Yes, Sam.
I'm looking at doing a food plan,
Mhm.
and I just, of a good one.
Oh, okay. So meal
Like,
plan.
yeah.
So I actually do have a meal plan. I'll send that to you. So I have an
the
8-week.
food delivered.
Oh,
Yeah,
delivered.
yeah.
There's macros.
Yes.
That's a good one. I used to eat that.
Mr. Muscle too.
Yeah, my muscle
Muscle.
chef. Yeah, he's really good. I've just come off theirs. Macro Kitchen. Normally this fridge is full. They're here in Burleigh and they deliver it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they
And you can
do.
put in your calories and they do the meal plan. No.
It's no, the meals are already there. I've struggled
Are
to
you
find one that does it that way.
Well, I'm just by myself, so it's the easiest option
Yeah.
to
Right.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also a nutritionist, Valeri, what's his name? The Spanish guy. I'll put the details in the post.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. Muscle's alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good. I don't cook at all.
And also
Everything is pre-made.
macros.com.au, I used to eat that. And macros, MACROS,
Different one.
macros.com.au. I really like those. They have a sculpt one, they have a muscle building one, and they have a bulking one. So you can choose, they have like low calorie ones, but they're pretty perfect breakdown, really tasty.
Yeah, they've
Yeah,
all
they're
worked
pretty
really
good.
hard to make sure that it's
Yeah,
nice.
you're not even, I found my muscle chef was really small. I
See,
found
I
like
don't
the
want
size
the
of the
breakfasts
meals.
or anything like that.
Yeah, you can pick whatever you like.
Yeah, you can pick them. I'll make a note of that and I'll
Yeah.
put a list of some
Okay,
food
okay.
delivery ones. Yeah.
What's your thoughts on keto?
Oh yeah, keto diet.
So
Yeah.
no diet's wrong,
Yeah,
right? Just to be clear on that.
Yeah.
But what I don't like is the restriction. So keto means no wine, no beer, no carbs. It means,
Unless you're dirty.
unless you're dirty, yeah. It means no vegetables. Vegetables
No,
are
you
a
have
carbohydrate.
veggies. All you eat is veggies.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It's been cherry picked.
Yeah.
So some people's bodies run more efficiently on a higher fat diet. They absolutely do. Some of us, like I have IBS, I struggle with too much carbohydrates, right? I get heavy, tired. I've got to pick the right carbs. So it's not wrong, and it may work better for you. But if you don't want that restriction, you don't need to. It will not help you lose weight. So 1,200 calories of a keto diet is exactly the same as 1,200 calories of a high carbohydrate diet. Your body sees the same amount of fuel. If you're in a deficit, you're going to lose weight. You can eat 1,200 calories of cheeseburgers every single day and still lose weight.
It's more, I found, because I've been doing keto myself and I'm pretty much the same. I've been doing dirty keto, I'll put my hand up. I'll have a low carb beer as long as it fits in my 25 grams of carbs. But I've just found it's not an insulin spike like with carbohydrates, so I'm more level. I'm finding that I'm more clear-headed. This is what most people do for the health benefits of less fogginess and that, because like high insulin when you have carbohydrates can make you, well, you get that spike in insulin and then you get a crash and a spike and a crash. And if you're having carbs 5-6 times a day, you can be bam, 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 and you can be hungry as F. You can be hungry on a carb diet. It depends, like high carb. I'm talking, a lot of people here might have a high carb diet, but as soon as you level it out and do like what 40% protein, 40% carbs,
Yep.
20% fat. That's ideal. If you're looking at splitting up your macros, the traditional diet will be 40% of your diet is protein, 40% of your diet is carbohydrate, and 20% good fats. Good fats. Read my healthy eating guidelines. It's in my file section in Facebook, and if you don't have Facebook, I'll shoot you the link to it. That's got everything. What's a carb? What's a protein? Everything in there, and you might need to go back to basics and read that. Some of you have been with me for a while and go, I've been with you for years, I can't remember any of that. Go back and read it. This is your 8-week challenge. You want to win it? You got some awesome prizes up for grabs. I didn't tell you what we got up for grabs. We got Candy's in it actually. Candy's going to give you a nutrition package and an hour massage.
I'm also a massage therapist. Yeah.
Massage therapist. We've got Palm Beach Surf Club's got a $100 voucher. We've got spray tans. We've got candles. We've got. God, I need my phone to list it out.
And is that broken? Is that first prize?
But first prize, and also like same with the teeth whitening. There's a teeth whitening in chair. She's giving the runner-up the home package. So some of them are giving like a really good prize for the 8-week winner, and then like a smaller one for the runner-up kind of thing. So yeah, good prizes up for grabs. That can be a bit more extra motivation for you. Okay, but this is all for yourself, and the numbers are what's going to hit it. I'm going to be looking at the best percentages, and also there's going to be like the most motivated boot camp, the one that's turning up, motivating people, good attitude, that kind of thing. I'll be keeping an eye out on. Okay, any other questions? No? Good. Make sure you book in all your classes, and that is done.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, can I get a photo of everyone together? It'd be great with your scans.
You can't actually do anything like this.